What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, redemptionagency.com, urban-picker.com, 24 years selling full-time on eBay. And we're Monday morning, and I'm back after taking a little weekend off from videos. Back at it again. So I got about 3 days to catch up on, so we can check out the numbers. Some errors over the weekend, yes, for sure, on the site. And then also, if you have not heard List Easier now, there is a lower tier if you want to sign up and check it out and try it out. It's $15 for 100 listings, no expiration. So you can, if it takes you 2 months to list 100 items, just a small little one for part-timers. So if you want to check that out and give it a shot. A lot of you guys have been asking for a smaller tier, so it'd be a nice way to kind of build on it. And if you can't make $15 out of 100 items, you probably shouldn't be doing this. But also remember too, the amount of time it will take to list 100 items with List Easier is only a small fraction of the time that it would take for you to list it without List Easier. So, of course, after the learning curve, getting used to it. So, I noticed errors yesterday with eBay started at 6 p.m. At 6 p.m., I started getting system errors. And then at 7:30, I started getting something went wrong. So I was ending and selling similar. About 7:20 I started, and then at 7:30 I had to stop because it just started airing out on me saying something went wrong. So I couldn't even end and sell similar very much yesterday. So and the system errors were just trying to update quantity in adding to quantity in my store, and it kept airing out. So that was a problem. And let me see if my numbers are correct now. Another problem I had most of the weekend was my numbers started not lining up again, meaning the number of items I have in my store under Seller Hub compared to in my store outside of Seller Hub. And now it won't load properly. All right. 51,380. No, that's way off. Yeah, 51,888. And then my other one is 51,380. So that's off again by a huge margin. So what, 500 items missing? Almost 500 exactly. Boo. All right. So, other than those issues, we get to look at 3 days in a row then, right? I believe so. Well, we'll look at the end of the first week first, because it was the end of a week, and then we started the 2 days before. So on Friday, 465 items listed, with a total for the week 1,215. Sold 41 items that day on the media, 18 on the clothing, bringing a total of 59 items sold that day. Runs sold for the week, and we're shooting for 500. We hit 471. Money made Friday, 396 on the media store. So pretty low, kind of low. 338 on the clothing store, bringing the day to $734. Bringing the week, we're trying to get to 7,000 a week, $5,782 for that week. So didn't make any of the goals, because even the listed, we're going for $1,250 a week. So shy on all the goals. All right, so this week so far, Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday I listed 357 items. Yesterday, 348 items, bringing the total for the week so far to 705 items listed. Sold on the media store Saturday, 38 items. Clothing store, 11 items, bringing the total to 49 items. Whereas yesterday was 78 items on the media store, 17 on the clothing store, bringing the total to 95 listings. So almost got into the triple digits. So yeah, definitely saw the big turnaround and upswing yesterday. So runs sold so far this week, 144 items. The money made on the media store, $433 on Saturday, $828 double on Sunday. 164 on the clothing store, 232 on yesterday on the clothing store. So the total on Saturday, only $597, but then yesterday, $1,060. So you can tell there was a slight change with the website yesterday. Total $1,657 for the week so far. So, yeah, definitely yesterday I saw things turn back on, even with those system errors coming into play. We're going on 11 p.m. this morning. Where am I at? I'm at 117 on the media store and 106 on the clothing store. So $223-ish, $24. So a little bit behind where I like to be, but I know Sunday nights they do the big updates also. And then after having a killer day yesterday, we'll see how the day plays out today. So yesterday, yeah, what I've been doing is just adding quantity for the most part, and started a new setup over here. Like these over are to be listed, separated by alphabet, kind of like what I showed you I did on my desk behind me. So I just started doing it over here since I like the way that worked. And when I go through a box, I add the quantity, and that will be from these higher stacks over. They're separated by locations downstairs. So if something sells in an A drawer and I'm like, wait, it's not in here, it could be right there. So, and then every once in a while I'll take a stack and take it downstairs and file it once it starts getting too piled up there. So that's the whole system set up there for, it would be for cassettes and CDs. I should have enough room to do both there. So we're working on that since I like the way it worked. So, yeah, so I'm just right now just concentrating on listing, getting the stuff listed. And we hit finally over 90,000 items in the store. So I wanted to hit about 100,000 by the end of the year. So I've got about 10,000 more to go. And one of the quickest way to do that is adding to quantity going through my boxes. So that's what I'm doing today, probably, after I get rid of this headache. Got some sinus pressure. So I'm going to go do a neti pot after this video and try to get my head feeling good. But nothing else really going on, man. I'm just doing my thing. I'm just concentrating on focusing on the listing, right? Nothing else. I'm not letting no noise, nothing bother me, or not that it bothered me, but distract me, I should say. So, and what's kind of different now too, like around here in the house, like if I don't clean it up, things don't get cleaned up, right? Like people like to just leave stuff, and the house has kind of always been a wreck. Just stuff piling up on the kitchen table, on the counters, and like if I don't clean it up, it'll sit there for weeks and months. So being in the headspace I was, and for dealing with that for so long, I just kind of always let stuff sit. I'm just like, I'm not doing it. I'm tired of doing it, right? But now that I'm got this, kind of a, I like to call it a non-cloudy mind right now, just because I'm not, my mind's not weighed down with discomfort. I feel a little today, but I'm gonna work on that to try to get it gone. But my mind's not weighed down with discomfort, and also um, the noise is gone. Like, um, and I don't know if it's the if it was mostly getting rid of the inflammation, or if part of it is the um, pills, uh, depression pills or whatever they're called. This brand is is I don't know it. I'm trying to. I don't want to give away all my information, but that's the name of it. But there's I have no noise. I have no distractions going on in my head where, and like I said, a lot of it could have been just the discomfort I was in on top of everything else, right? Um, all the stuff from the past 10 years and not being able just to let it go, and or giving myself time to get over or heal or whatever the case may be, or maybe there was no being able to heal on my own just because of so much. I let all that stuff affect me so much constantly over and over again. But anyway, however I want to look at it, like the noise is gone. Like I was actually, I haven't felt this way in a long time. I actually just walked through the hallway. I think it was the day before yesterday. And I turned and it's not the, I got some stacks of boxes out here, right? But it's stuff I just listed. Um, so it's stuff that when it sells, I moved it. It's stuff that's going to go into this next storage area, but it's sitting out there, right? But I walked past it and I just got this warm, happy feel, just for no reason, really. Like there was no stimulant. It there was nothing stimulated. God, I can't even talk right. Like there was no direct stimulant. How about that? Like I just walked through there, saw the stuff, and I just got this warm, happy feeling. Like I love what I do. Like I enjoy this, and it just out of the blue for no reason, so it seemed. And I have not had that in a very long time. And so I soaked that in. I'm like, wow, that was pretty cool. So I, I, no negative so far with any of the stuff the changes that have been made so far with the meds. Um, but it's also allowing me to do more stuff, like starting to work on the house now, getting back to cleaning up and straightening up things and things like that. Um, without all that noise distracting me and dragging me down, I can see everything better. I still haven't got my car washed yet, which I need to. That thing hasn't been washed all summer. I so neglected my car this summer. But I still have that little bug that don't really want to go out. So that's still there a little bit, but not as bad as it was. Like I still need to go up and just get air in my car, in my tires, which is no issue. I just drive up and they do it for me. But just getting myself to go up there, I'm just like, I gotta get home and work. So just still trying to do things is not 100% yet, but maybe I'll try to talk Adrian into doing that. Since he drives my car more than I drive my car. when he goes to get lunch or dinner or whatever, he usually takes my car if it's the only one here. So he's put more miles on my car than I have. Actually, he's actually thinking about looking into doing a trade, going to trade school. He went to school for not informatics. Like he does numbers for Charter Communications Spectrum. Like he's on the back end. He does data analytics. So he does data analytics and makes good money. But yet he's afraid it's going to be replaced by AI because it is data analytics. So he's kind of throwing out his ideas on go to school for some kind of trade or something, just in case, something to fall back on. So he's always thinking. He's got like he kind of like I guess maybe he learned it from me. Like he invests in stuff. Like he's got money and savings and all that kind of stuff too, but he invests in stuff. I believe he's got 1 or 2 storage lockers where he'll go to thrift stores on his break and stuff like that, and he'll buy cheap stuff that's good brands and he throws it in storage. He's like, this is my if something happens, I can sell this stuff. So I guess even though he's a hell of a lot smarter than I am, he did learn something from me, I guess. So I guess he kind of sees, all the stuff that I have in storage for the business, and that, I don't have to buy anything anymore. I just sell the stuff. And he's just been kind of doing that, I guess. So it's kind of cool. But he's always got his Jeep filled with stuff, and he has to take him to his storage locker and empty it out. But so, yeah, that's what's going on there. All right, I gotta go do my neti pot. And other than that, everything else is going good. Puppies are good. Jan is good. All is good. All right, time to get to work. Stop messing around, James. Get to work. I see you eyeballing me, Courtney. This is a baby girl. All right. Enough for me. All right. And I'm doing this on the new phone finally for once. I still haven't went over to AT&T and got the numbers changed yet. But I figured I would try it out, the camera, and see what it looks like. I haven't messed with any settings or anything yet, so this is just the standard setting. But I need to get a bath today, too, and get this crap off my face. All right. Thanks, everybody, and I will see you all in the next video. Later.